Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Showboy stream. I am Chad, and we are going to continue on with part 4 of Sekiro here today. So let's dive on in here, see where we're at time-wise. We are at 10.5 hours, vitality at 16, and attack power at 9, or 7 rather. So, today is going to be pretty difficult, to be honest with you. We are going to start getting a decent ramp up in the difficulty moving forward here. But we do need to exhaust a couple of dialogue stuff here first. So we want to get the Okami's ancient text. Coming in clutch, my dude. What's up, Mike?
Is that? Yes, written. It was in a cave beyond a door made of solid.
Just complaining that I need something in the background at work. Well, there you go. Here we are.
Did you know? I did not. I did it. Oh,
okay.
That's right. That door. What is? As I thought, and I dragon. I believe you're stoking the power.
So you can go through all these dialogue options as you're playing them. Obviously, we're not going to do it on here just to save some time. So we want to get to the Immortal Severance Scrap. And then we are going to go back to... Actually, let's make sure. Just do the dialogue until you are through it all.
Goodbye. As I took the
Okay. We are going to go back to the Divine Child. So, important places, Inner Sanctum. And we are going to start to begin working towards the ending of the game here today. We still have quite a ways to go on our specific ending that we're trying to go for. So fear not. Talk to the Divine Child. You see that she is sleeping.
Please take this rice.
Take some rice from her.
You have my... Of course. Thank you for visiting.
And then, for now, I usually don't recommend that you do it this way because the rice is very handy, but for now we're just going to take the rice. And then we'll see if resting resets the ability to get rice from her, or if we need to travel away. Wake up. Need my rice, girl.
It is more.
So again, go through her dialogue here. And we can give her the persimmon that we picked up earlier on in the walkthrough.
I found a persimmon. Eat.
Yeah, it's
Good, but
no. I thank you.
She will give us rice, and she will also give us rice for Kuro. We will now go back. The reason we're doing this now is because we're about to lose access to the castle temporarily. So we might as well just get it done. So we're going to go to Kuro's room. And we definitely want to do this before we head further into the game here, or this will be locked out. So come over to Kuro and give him the rice.
Wolf.
I am
Something.
here.
This?
Yes. The divine child of Senpo Temple told me to give this to you.
She did? Then I am grateful. This looks like good rice. Each grain glistens.
It is sweet when you bite into it.
Bite? Wolf, rice tastes a lot better when cooked.
My lord,
So do you like sweet things?
I will eat anything.
Which means you don't dislike sweets then. Right. I'll make something nice for you.
Something nice.
You'll have to wait and see.
So, come over here and rest. And go back to Kuro, who is now over here.
Sorry to keep coming.
My lord.
And you will get the sweet rice ball. Sweet, sticky rice ball made by Kuro using the rice from the Child of Rejuvenation. Slowly grants medium vitality recovery and constant posture recovery over time. Once, when the wolf was starving, his father wordlessly handed him a rice ball. It was astonishingly delicious. This one is sure to taste just as good.
What is...
Sweet stick. I may eat it.
So she'll ask you to eat it, or he'll ask you. I always call it. I understand that it's a boy, but it just sounds and looks like a girl. So
Too shy to eat it in front of me? Well, that's fine too.
you don't need to eat it. I actually recommend that you don't eat it because it is a very potent. It's just like this, but amplified. So it's going to come very, very useful moving on into the late game here. So I would recommend that you do not eat it yet. After that, we are going to go back to the Child of Rejuvenation in the Inner Sanctum. And then we are going to talk to her again.
Did you give the right?
Yes, he made rice.
The divine?
Yes.
He did. Oh, he may be the divine heir. What am I? Yet there is.
Yes.
So go through the dialogue here. I would recommend that you obviously listen to everything that's going on.
You are. Farewell, shinobi of the divine heir. May the harvest.
And we are going to rest. And we will see that she is now gone. Where could she have went? I'm going to tell you right now. We're going to go over here. And into the illusionary hall, which is where we fought the folding keys. And we are going to head over here and talk to the Divine Child.
Don't want to lose them. But if I were to choose the path of returning the dragon's heritage, it may come to pass that I would have to leave all of you. Thank you for your kind words. My friends, listen. He is actually quite kind. He gave me this.
Hello?
Oh, shinobi of the divine heir. I didn't hear you come in. It is thanks to you that I've been able to have a deep conversation with my friends.
With the children of the rejuvenating waters?
Yes, there is something I would like to discuss. I believe we should aim not to sever the dragon's heritage, but instead to return it to its rightful place.
Return the dragon's blood.
So, yada yada yada. She's going to tell you to try to find the, I think, High Monk at Senpo Temple. So we are going to travel on out of here. We can talk to this dude if we want. Say hi to him. It's been a while. So we're going to go back to where we came from, and then we are going to travel to Senpo Temple. So, Senpo Temple, main hall. And then from here, we are going to go out this direction. Bahaha, the dragon's blood is, yeah, whatever. Yeah, like I said, we're just skipping the dialogue here just to keep things moving. But I highly recommend, obviously, when you're playing the game, you listen to everything. It is a cool story. And you also need to follow my steps really to a T here to get the ending that we're going to get, which is the, quote, true ending of the game. And the most involved ending, obviously. So, drop down here. I can't remember where this dude is. He's in here somewhere. Just gotta find him. I don't think he's that way. So I pointed him out a little bit earlier in the stream when I said we would get an item off the blue monk when we passed him. That's who we're looking for. Right now I'm blanking on the direction I need to go here. But I think it might be this way. Guess we'll find out. Yep. Okay. Come on, you little... Oh my goodness. Shinobi, you're killing me here, bro. Bio, I've got such a strong itch to already return to Sifu. Is that dang freaking trailer for, I watched the trailer for the Shenmue anime, and I didn't realize how freaking close the story of Shenmue is to Sifu. So right here, this blue guy, we're going to grab the item, which is the Holy Chapter, Dragon's Return, Sacred Passage on a Path of Enlightenment. Undying, I pray for the dragon's return. Undying, lo, let us wait an age. For the divine air to assimilate the cold dragon tears. For the cradle to consume the pair of serpentine fruits. Let the cradle endure, giving him shelter, granting his return to the west. So, for now, we are going to Homeward. I call it Homeward Bone, but that's from Dark Souls. Homeward Idol. And we will go... I might as well go back to the dilapidated temple. Doesn't really matter where you go. We are going to go back to the Inner Sanctum. And we will talk to the Divine Child and give her the book.
I will take this will make it possible.
So she is going to say that she needs 2 fruits.
Where should I begin?
I believe it is said that the liver of a
From the great serpent
is stained red like a persimmon. Shinobi.
So we already picked these items up. So this was the fresh serpent viscera that we got in Senpo Temple. We remember ninjutsu puppeteering the guy that flew the kite out, and then we were able to jump down on the giant snake and kill him. That gave us the fresh serpent viscera. And then when we went through the gun fort and we got to the area where we had to puppeteer the monkey and then get up into the little hut before the snake saw us, and then we got trapped in there as he leaned up against the door, that was the dried viscera. So we are going to talk to her and give Persimmons of the serpent.
Yes.
The shade of a
You're...
Of course. Doing, however, please. I will eat the... I will work...
Understood.
And then from there, we can rest. And then this door will be closed here so we can get an eavesdrop. So we hear that she is in a great deal of pain. Rest again just to be sure that nothing else is going on. And we can now move on. So let's go back to the dilapidated temple here and see what kind of upgrades we can do, if any. And if we're close, we're probably going to go get some stuff to do some upgrades. Because things are about to get real difficult. Not real difficult, but more difficult than they have been so far. So trying to think of what I want to work towards here. I definitely want to work towards this, however. The fulminated mercury, I believe we can get one of those. I think we may have missed one of those in a portion of the game we did. But I don't think that we can get two of them yet. I could be wrong. So let's go with this double divine abduction because I want to eventually work to this over here, which is the Phoenix Lilac umbrella. And it looks like I need to go that path. Not enough sen. So I need 400. So let's go ahead and pop some. Let's do 3 of these. Because I'm sure I'm going to want to upgrade something else. Hopefully that gives me enough to do so. Okay. Divine abduction. Double divine abduction. This is currently locked. Why is this currently locked, I guess is my question. Let's get Long Spark. That's always good to have.
Another tap.
And then I wonder what. That I think might be the last. That upgrade there might be the last prosthetic tool. Take a look here. I know exactly what we forgot to do. Come here. After you beat the Guardian Ape, which was at the end of the last episode, we're going to go on here and fit the finger whistle. So now we can go in here, and that should unlock that upgrade for us. I knew something. I was missing something there. Yep. So we will go ahead and get that. And then I want to get this as well, and we need 1,000. So let's back out and pop a couple more coin purses here. 2 more.
You need.
And then I'm going to upgrade to that. Perfect. Okay. So you do whatever you want to do here. You know, I'm going to be using some of this stuff, but probably not. You know, there's strategies where you don't need to use some of these weapons. So whatever you like to do. Obviously, the shurikens are really nice to have. The gouging top shuriken. We already spent all of our upgrade materials, but you need to get the loaded spear thrust type to unlock that.
Another time.
Okay. Now, what shall we do? Let's look. Skills. We don't have any skills to unlock. We need one more prayer bead. We're going to get one. We're going to get a few, actually, coming up here. We could go fight the double apes right now, but I don't even know if I want to recommend that, because that fight just sucks, dude. That's I mean, it's the entire reason that I worked the path that I worked, was so we could avoid those 2 apes. However, they do give you 2 prayer beads. And another item, too, that I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's another ninjutsu skill. Oh, I know what we need to do. Let's go to Abandoned Dungeon. Oh, no. Abandoned Dungeon Entrance. So Ashina Castle, Abandoned Dungeon Entrance. We're going to go talk to our little doctor buddy and see if we can finish up his quest. Now that we got those red eyes from the carp in the last episode.
Needin'.
So to make sure we bought this prayer bead. Okay, yes, we did.
May that it.
So let's work our way down here. I'm going to put on Kami's Flame Vent. So we can drop down here and eavesdrop. Work your way through that eavesdrop there. We're going to come back down here and rest. To reset the world. Oh my gosh, cricket. Don't let these things grab you. You'll be in for not a very good time, as you see here. What the? Where did you come from, bro? Yeah, man, I don't know anything about the Shenmue saga. I was always curious, but never enough to try it. I am becoming more curious. Unfortunately, um, I don't think they age very well. But the anime looks awesome, dude. It looks like literally it starts almost identical to Sifu. So let's talk to him again. We will get the surgeon's stained letter, a tattered, blood-covered note written by Dusaku, the surgeon in the abandoned dungeon. At the bottom of Mibu Village Pond, you will find a Sakura carp. You will know it from its red eyes, which are said to never rot. I require those red eyes.
We request you.
So, talk to him again, and give him those red eyes. And we will get a lump of grave wax, upgrade material, 2 of them. And then we're going to work our way back down here. I know we're starting out today's episode kind of boring, but we're finishing up some quest lines here, so you're just going to have to be alright with it. And back up we go. Obviously, you don't need to do it this way over and over like this. You can do it periodically as you're playing through. Make sure you're checking back. Sifu got me going back to play the bouncer this weekend. Nice, man. I keep meaning to look that up and I forget every time. So talk to him again.
Master. With this, we can master.
Oh my gosh, crickets. And then we need to find our way into there. I can't for the life of me remember how to get into there. Grab the oil and the oil while we're here. Might as well, right? Might be through the water. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Get away from me. Grab these purses. Yeah, I think it's this way. So through here. And then up to there. Work your way up the couple ledges here, and then drop down into here. We can talk to our little samurai dude that we sent in here, and sadly sent in here by the looks of it, because he is, I don't know what the hell they're doing to him, but doesn't look very, very good. Grab Dusako's note. An old note left by Surgeon Dusaku. My disciples have abandoned me for Dojin. Unwilling to dirty their hands, they all left me for their hypocritical quack. For that hypocritical quack. Dojin, my last disciple, even if I die, the research must continue. Finish the procedure for Ashina's sake. Dusaku. So, we'll open the little gate here. And go back and rest. You don't have to kill this stuff while you're doing this, just it helps you avoid getting snatched up before you finish the dialogue. So, eavesdrop.
Oh, Master Dosaku. What on earth? What? Surely you don't intend to use that on me. Very astute, my apprentice. You are the next subject. Please, no! As I feared, you have strayed from the path of medicine. Why would you do such a thing? No, Master. The rejuvenating waters have bewitched you. Master, please answer me.
What are you playing the bouncer on, Bio? Is it on PC?
Why would you answer me? Answer me, Dusaku! Dusaku!
So we hear things are not going very well for our little buddy here. I don't think we need to talk to him.
Answer me, man! Why?
And then I believe one more time we're going to rest. And we will see... wait, maybe not. Maybe we do need to talk to him. He should be disappearing, but he's not. There we go. Okay. So he has disappeared. And I think if we go in here now, I think there's nothing left in here for us. However, if we go, let's go this way and see if we can get to him this way. Drop down. See if this can maybe... I'm gonna use my PS3 to play it. It's a PS2, so no other option. I don't know where my PS2 went, or else I'd be playing it DDR the past 6 months. So, we now see that our buddy is over here with the red eyes, as well as our little samurai guy that we sent. Unfortunately, these guys are really freaking hard, man. Not gonna lie. So this guy is like the first boss that we fought. The kind of test for the deflects that we were using at the beginning of the game. That first little mini boss. So you can fight these guys if you want. I'm not gonna do it because you see that they are brutal at this point in the game. So right now we're gonna dip on out of here, and we will come back and fight them when we're a little bit more powerful. But that quest is finished. They do, I think they don't drop prayer beads, so it's really not even worth doing it right now. So we will rest, and then we will think about where to go now. I'm trying to make sure that we've got majority of our stuff done here. Let's go up here real quick. We are going to need to get some more eavesdrops to get another item to open up another area for us. But for now, we'll go down there and check, but I think we need to move on with the story first before we can get it. Which looks to be the case. Yes, okay. Alright, so we are going to go back to the watering hole. Or not the watering hole. Oh, yeah, the watering hole. I thought I said wedding cave door. That's not what I meant. So let's make sure that we have exhausted all the dialogue options with both characters here.
As I
Yeah.
Okay, hers is good. Talk to Kuro.
Wolf.
That is okay.
Yeah. I see he... Oh, that dorm. Lord Ish, I have it.
Okay, so we're good there. We are going to go pick up the item that we discussed in the last stream after we beat the ape. And I think for the sake of it, I could probably go and beat them right now. But for the sake of the walkthrough, I'm going to recommend that you stay away from the wedding cave door for now. Or no, not the wedding cave door, I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? It's the poison pool. There's no idol in there. So we could probably go beat him right now. I might do it. I just hate this fight so freaking much, man. But it's worth the 2 prayer beads. So I think personally I'm going to do it right now just to get it out of the way. But keep in mind that I literally built this walkthrough around you avoiding these people right now. These 2 bosses. So I would highly recommend that you do so. You can come back later and do this. So, we talk to this dude.
Who or what did this to you? Large ape. My neck. My neck.
Man, I gotta be honest with you. I dread this fight every time I do it. Actually, hang on. I want to put that there. So put on your modeled purple gourd, as well as some rice if you have it. And I might as well put on pellets. And then we can grab a long spark here. Walkthrough part 4 disclaimer. Don't do what I'm doing today. Yeah, just this portion at least. You can come back and watch this fight later. I would recommend that you do this much later than I'm going to do it right now. And honestly, if it kills me once, I'm probably just not even going to bother with it. But it is worth 2 prayer beads, so keep that in mind. Definitely worth it. It just sucks. So let's move in and we see who's here. Our little buddy, the Guardian Ape. So it's going to be the second phase of that fight. Jump for that attack there. And then it's literally the exact same fight as before. Maybe a little bit easier, honestly. But you'll see why it's a little bit easier here in a second. Run when he does that, obviously. We will get our first death blow, and this is where things get real hairy. Literally. So he's going to go over here. And he's going to call in the girlfriend, who is a phase 1 ape. So now we are fighting both at the same time. And I like to try and focus on the female first, just to get her out of the way, because the other one's really not that bad, but you're going to be doing a lot of running, so. I save, try to save my mortal blade for this here, because we don't need it for the other ape. Oh boy. Wait for your openings on the other ape, and we will take her down, and making this fight much easier. So again, this fight does not scare me as much as it did the first time that I played this, and the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th time that I played this game. It's not as bad as I remember, primarily because I've learned to fight the ape instead of trying to cheese it and making it hard on myself. You know, a lot of people like to cheese their way through Dark Souls bosses, but I think sometimes it can just make the game far more difficult than just, especially this game. Maybe not Dark Souls. Come on, bro. Run away. And we will take down the ape yet again. Make sure you get that second death blow there. Gotta be honest, not as hard as I remember it being, so I would recommend, as long as you're not like close to a skill point, maybe coming and trying it out, because we are going to get a memory as well as 2 prayer beads, so well worth it, and a buttload of XP as well. So definitely worth it. There is another boss down here a little bit later on, the Shishiman Warrior, which we have seen already. So let's go ahead and enhance our physical attributes now that we have 5 prayer beads, giving us our 7th prayer bead necklace. And let's do the, not reflection of strength, enhance attack power, headless ape memory again. So yeah, okay, all right, I'm totally changing my mind on this boss fight. Come do this boss fight, because it's well worth it, especially you get a memory and 2 prayer beads. I thought it was just 2 prayer beads and then another ninjutsu skill, but that turns out to not be the case. So you should definitely come back here and wall up on our little buddy here. So now that that is over with, we are going to start moving in the direction of the end of the game here. So we want to go to Sunken Valley Guardian Ape's watering hole. And then we are going to go in and pick up the item that we did not pick up when we were here last time, which is this flower right here. So before you pick this item up, okay, very important, before you pick this item up, check through your inventory and make sure that you don't have any gourd seeds. If you have gourd seeds, you need to go in and give them to Emma at the castle before you pick up this item here. Or the other item. So we picked up the shelter stone earlier after we beat the corrupted monk, the boss that I tried to cheese that killed me. You need to pick up both of these items to start what is about to happen. So if you pick this up first, then don't pick up the shelter stone until you get all your gourd seeds and upgrades and stuff done. No, Bio, today will not be the finale. We've got quite a ways to go. This is just going to change something that we need to go through again, and that's going to be, you'll see here. So give me a second. I'll be right back before we pick this up, and then we will head into what's next. Okay, we are back. Let's pick up the flower. Lotus of the Palace, white lotus flower found blooming in the depths of the sunken valley where the fountainhead waters pool deeply. The flower's aroma attracts female apes, thus the guardian ape carefully tended to it so as to offer it to his bride, one of the incense ingredients sought by the divine heir for immortal severance. Now, let's head back out here. And we will see that we can no longer travel to Kuro's room or anything in the outskirt or the castle except for the abandoned dungeon. So we are going to travel to the abandoned dungeon. Okay, so we are here, but for the walkthrough, I'm going to recommend something. We're going to go, instead of going to the castle, we're going to go to the bamboo thicket in Harada Estate. Now we are going to go up to where we got the Mist Raven at. Drop down into here. I think there's a... Did we already get the... yeah, I think we did, actually. Up to this branch here. Cut through this little gate. And head up the wall run. Now, remember this purple dude up here that we avoided getting the Mr. Raven today. I would highly recommend that you come back here and learn this fight at all costs. This is a good open area to fight these guys. You can cut down the trees if you're worried about, you know, getting stuck on them. I think you'll be alright. You don't need to do that. But these purple guys are going to become very, very, very... you're going to see them everywhere, is what I'm trying to say, moving forward. So this is a good kind of one-on-one fight with them. You have an escape down here. If you really start getting your butt kicked, you can just jump down the little... edge here down into the water that we came from. Look at that view, though. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is just this is a good spot to learn this guy and learn his moveset, learn how to take them on, because we're gonna need it moving forward. So instead of trying to learn it moving your way back through the castle, come here, and it's a nice little one-on-one fight with him. So. No, I know. It seems like they're not that difficult. I assure you they are difficult. We are relatively powered up at this point in the game, and they get going. So come here, because we're gonna get a couple of mini bosses that fight almost the exact same way with a few different attacks. So from here we can homeward idle out of here. Go back to the last commune. It's funny the difference between that fight when you first encounter him and that fight right now, because that dude whooped my butt the first time I fought him. But okay, back to Ashina Castle, abandoned dungeon entrance, and we're going to see why we cannot travel to the castle. So, let's move on out this way. We have an eavesdrop right here. Grab this purse.
Where's the next shift? My watch ended a while ago, but no one's coming to take my place.
So we see this dude's a little salty because his shift is over, but nobody is coming to help. Nobody's taking over. So we will end his misery. We will see that as we move up here, we see guys running in fear. We are going to move in and kill this dude just so he's not in our way. And we are going to get a new enemy type in these twin-bladed enemies here. And these guys are tough. I would recommend multi-parries throughout the fight, just tapping L1 to deflect. And also, if you're really struggling with this dude, go back and rest and do it over and over and over until you get it down, because these guys are also going to become very common through this area. Come and talk to this guy here.
The shinobi. They're in the moat.
Grab the pellet. We're going to put the pellet on, actually, and I'm going to take one right now because we did get hit by that guy. And then we're going to jump down here. And we're going to do a couple things here. Grab the item. There is also going to be a... oh man, I'm not going to get him. There we go. Treasure carp there. So snag that up. And I don't think that we came here and explored when we got the Mibu breathing. So let's just make sure there's nothing important here. Pick this up. Treasure carp scale. Nice to have. And that looks like all the items. So under here. This might be a new water area, so let's check this real quick. Didn't see anything that way. And there's nothing this way. Okay. Move up here and up there. Try to stay slightly hidden here because there is one of those purple guys nearby. I believe he is up on this roof here. So let's run over here real quick and get this idol again. You're going to have to redo the idols. So this place right here is not any different right now. So you don't need to worry about going back through there. up to this rope point. Stay squat. And there is a red guy there who's about to attack that guy. We're just going to get in the way. Stop it. Just make sure you're looking for your deflect when they deflect your attack on those guys. Because they attack very quickly. So when you see that bright flash and that loud pop, it's time for you to start playing defensive. So we can go up that way, but we're going to grab the idol first. We can work our way up here and jump up to this point, and just be mindful that those purple ninjas are lurking. Somewhere. Right there. There he is. So I think we might be able to get a death blow on this guy. We'll see. I don't know, man. That's pretty high. Or pretty far, rather. Drop on him. Take him down. Rope ourselves back up here. And a couple dead guys here. We're gonna move over this way. And then two guys are gonna come out of here, I believe. Oh man, he sees us. Jeez. Oh man, there's three of them. Okay, not a good spot to be in. Okay, back away here. Literally just mashing L1. See, we're building the posture up a decent amount. Oh my gosh, stop it. But they do regain it relatively quickly. Okay. Well, that'll take down those three guys. We'll suck up all their goodies. I'll go kill this guy. You see that these guys give literally no XP anymore. So 3 XP is what we got from that dude. The best thing when you're getting attacked by all these guys, I was literally just mashing mashing L1 until you can get a shot on one of them. Talk to that guy. Suck up our goodies here. Grab our antimite scrap. And we hear a very familiar noise in there. We will get to that later. Over on this side, we need to be mindful because there are those little, like, troll enemies. You see them up on... right there. There are a lot of these guys over here. One right there. And I'm telling you, there's like 10 of them. So just be careful moving through this area. We don't necessarily want to be fighting all those guys At the same time, we will put on our spring-loaded axe for now, just to be safe. And we're going to drop down to this roof right here. Grab this, jump back up onto the roof, and squat, because there is a red guy over there. But he's distracted by those two other enemies, so grab this scrap. We will wait for them to do their thing here. Here it's just a mass freaking chaos. So once they are all posture damaged pretty good, we can dive on in and take them down. Oil. Black gunpowder. All stuff we don't really need. Ooh, man, my deflecting is off today, which is not a good thing for the bosses we got coming up. Not a good thing at all. Let's get back up onto the roofs here. And you can go over in this way if you really want to fight a hectic, chaotic fight. You can go for it. I don't know that there's really any important items over there. But I'm not sure, so let's just dive in just to check it out. I know that I don't think that we explored this area a great deal. Yeah, pellets. Oh my gosh. See if this little dude's gonna follow us down here. Sometimes it's okay to run scared, you know what I mean? You see, they thoroughly have that area on lockdown. But if we come up this way, maybe we can get a death blow on at least one of them. Two of them. Take him down, and I think we got another one that's spotting us. Oh my gosh, stop it. I do believe there are a bunch more over in this direction. See him just jumping up on the roof. Like a freaking horror movie, man. Oh boy. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that sounds so freaking painful. my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I just fell off the map. Shit. Well, we lost a great deal of XP there, I believe, too. But check this out. Our first Dragon's Rot coming well into the game. So we'll hear the sculptor coughing here. The basic gist of it is that as you die more frequently, people start to become sick in the world.
So, you're awake. Your death is not your fate. Just yet.
So, Rot Essence, Sculptor. Somewhere a pained cough rings out continuously. The man who coughs zealously sculpts statues of Buddha to avoid being consumed by the building's flames. Owning his item reduces one's chance of receiving unseen aid. Rot Essence Info Broker. So, as this builds up, let's just read this here. The more one with the power of the dragon's heritage dies, the more sickness known as dragon rot spreads through the world. Dragon rot is not caused by resurrection. It has a chance to occur only when Wolf truly dies repeatedly. The more rot essence Wolf has, the lower chances of receiving unseen aid, which is the ability to keep your money and XP when you die. That would be unseen aid. We've seen it pop up once or twice here, but you know, not bad that our first rot essence is this late in the game. Unfortunately, when you fall off a cliff like I did there, you do not have the chance to resurrect. So we will go back to Ashina Castle. And we might as well just do this all over again, right? I'm totally going to avoid the little frickin' trolls this time because they're kind of a pain in the ass. Come over this way. There's a dude right there. If you're quick enough, he won't see you. We can get around behind him. So come over this way. Drop down here. And then drop on this side of the wall. Oh man, he turned. Ah, whatever. Let's just go fight him. I don't think we're going to be able to get to him from here, but we can try. Oh man. Oh, I have it. Yes. Beautiful. These guys drop a crap ton of XP, so that's why I'm going back and regaining what was taken from me. Actually, let's go up this way first. Drop on the purple ninja again. Might be a decently effective farm this late in the game as well. Still think probably at this point the best one is the lone ninja in at the entrance of Mibu Village there. But if you're sick of killing the same dude over and over and over, this might be a decent way of doing things. Let's head over here, see what the heck's going on while these guys are fighting. See, they do a great deal of damage too when they hit you, so. Oh my gosh. Glitch Central. There we go. Alright, let's grab a pellet. And go fight these frickin' 3 guys. See if we can get maybe one of them to come out at a time. Come here, bud. Come on, down here. The other guys I don't think will attack you because they're scared shitless right now, so. Which, can you blame them? These guys are a little intimidating. Okay, take down that guy. I almost feel bad killing this dude, man. He's just not having a good day. Try to work them down to a flat area. I find it a little bit easier to fight them. They do have kind of sporadic... Is this dude alive? I'm locking onto him, so he must be. So there we go. We were able to get them one at a time to come out the door. Makes things a lot easier. And then we're so close to a freaking point, we might as well rest. Farm up a little bit before we go on here. So rest, and we should be able to do it just by taking out this guy on the corner here. Oh, sneak attack. Nice, bro. Okay, that should give us our 3rd point. Yes. Suck up all your money. Sit back down and let's see what we can move towards here. What would be handy moving forward? Fang and Blade. Using certain prosthetic tools, this allows you to attack with the tool and sword simultaneously or provides a follow-up attack for the tool. I kind of want to get this, but I just don't want to do too much farming on stream to get it, to be honest. But obviously a more potent healing would be very, very useful moving forward here. Let's go do some farming. See if this one's still as potent as it was earlier on. Again, squat up against the wall. $784. Yeah, it's almost OP. Alright, we're going to do this for a little bit, so get that healing gourd. It's definitely going to be handy moving into the castle because we are going to get a lot of tough fights coming up. So this is the only way to get a stealth blow on it. There is a ledge over here, but he has a wolf up there, and if the wolf spots you, he will spot you. Oh, shit. Obviously, this is not what you want for a good farm. But this is also a good area to learn these guys' fights. So, along with the purple dude, this guy's got the vile hands as well, which we're going to see here coming up. He's gonna freaking spot us. Just keep an eye on that and make sure you hit the death blow, obviously, that I missed last time. That way you don't have to actually fight him and make the farm significantly longer than it needs to be. I should probably do this off stream, but for now we're just gonna do this until we get 5 points. That way, moving forward, we're a little bit more set up for some more potent heals, because we do have some really difficult bosses coming up. If you are not interested in doing the farming, you can just skip ahead in the video here on YouTube. When it's posted, obviously, you can't skip ahead now, but... You little mother... You know what? We're not even gonna fight him. Not worth the time it takes to kill him. You need to really make sure that you're hugging this wall as much as possible, or he is going to spot you, as you've seen multiple times. BS, I just skipped ahead. Man, it is tremendously hot in here. Does anybody else get really hot when they're playing specific games? Like I'm sweating my butt off. You little frickin' asshole. God, quit spotting me. You're really screwing up my jive here, bro. I don't know what it is. When COVID first hit at work, we were checking temperatures of everybody when they were coming on to shift. And I, for whatever reason, get really worked up playing Madden against, like, an actual person. So I actually gave myself, like, a low-grade fever playing Madden at work with my buddy, which I thought was hilarious. It's only like 100-something, but... And I don't really know why I was so worked up, because I really kick his ass every time I play him. It's just... I don't know. Just thought it was hilarious that I gave myself a fever playing Madden. Okay, we're at 4. Probably gonna do this maybe till halfway, and then we're gonna go back through the castle, because I'm kind of getting bored of doing this over and over. Even though I think it is the fastest farm for right now. See, that bar kind of boosts up quite a bit each time we kill him. really wish they would make a Sekiro anime. Feels like it's too prime to make a good anime out of this. I'm hopeful that now that Elden Ring is out, when Sekiro launched, I think it was Sekiro. When Sekiro launched, the E3 after that, they announced Elden Ring. So I'm hoping that E3 this year we get an announcement of a Sekiro sequel. This could definitely become one of those games like Bloodborne where it's just seemingly not going to get a sequel. It might be because of my fandom for this game specifically, but I feel like Sekiro has a higher chance of getting a sequel than Bloodborne. Just because the studio's Japanese, you know, they spent a great deal of their games telling European stories, so I would imagine they would like to, you know, tell their own history, which is really cool. And it's got like the biggest difference in gameplay between all of FromSoftware. Like, this is a huge change from Dark Souls, where Bloodborne had some elements that were changed from Dark Souls, but really the core gameplay felt like a Dark Souls game. This one does not. You're not slow, you're not rolling. So I'm very hopeful that, you know, since this game won Game of the Year, I'm hopeful that they'll be like, we need to make a sequel to this. The ending that we're going for sets up a sequel, I think, at least. So, we'll see. We will see at E3 if we get a tease of what's next for FromSoft. I would love a Sekiro open world style game like Elden Ring. It sounds freaking amazing to me in my head. Like having a horse and traveling a giant open world, but with the gameplay and setting of Sekiro, Japan, samurai. Oh man, it just sounds so good. I think Sekiro was the catalyst for Elden Ring, specifically the verticality. Definitely, because there's no verticality. Well, you did have a somewhat clunky ass jump in Dark Souls. It's less clunky by the looks of it in Elden Ring. I think there's a dedicated jump button. But yeah, I definitely think it is. I just wish that... I thought it would have been cool that depending on the class that you picked in Elden Ring, it changed the gameplay. So they do have a samurai class. So I thought it would have been really cool if they added in... you know, when you play as a samurai, you get the deflecting system. Now, I understand that that would have been very difficult, probably, to build the boss fights around a dodge roll system and a deflecting system at the same time, in case, you know, players playing whichever specific class, the boss needs to be defeated with that. So, I don't know. I just thought it would have been cool if they didn't do it, unfortunately. Okay, so we have 5, so we will make our heals a little bit more potent here. And travel back to the castle and work our way forward. I actually believe we are about to increase our healing gourd even more coming up here with a mini-boss, so if I'm remembering that correctly at least. I could be not remembering correctly, obviously. Oh shit. Alright. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I get it. I get it. You're badass. You're badass. Oh, my Makiri. Dude, come down here. Let's fight down here. Come on. Get your butt down here. What, are we just gonna throw shurikens at each other? Oh my god. Yeah, you know you have the advantage up here, which I can admire. See why I told you to go fight these dudes and get used to it. And also see how high our heals are going now. Super nice. No. Oh, man. Should have thrown a shuriken at him there. Yeah. Wanted him to come down. I thought the whistle would, you know, get him to come. Okay. Now that we blew that, let's work our way back up here. And rest, because we're going to need the gourds moving forward. And I think we're just going to move on. So we're going to take a very similar approach that we took last time we were at this area where we ran past all the little Ashina shinobis, because I don't want to fight these dudes again at all. So there's an item there. Oh no, there isn't. So stop it. Grab that. Jump. Rope. Then we're going to see if these guys will come up here. I don't know if they will or not. Does not look like it. So let's go around the corner. There's going to be a purple dude here. Right there. And he's going to have a wolf that he's going to whistle. We want to try and take that dude down so we don't have to worry about him. My gosh, will you stop it? I'm trying to kill your dog. So that, like, multi-attack, it's just 4 deflects and a Makiri at the end. That will take down this dude. We can work our way around the corner here. Now, there are a lot of these purple guys, so they're all over the place. So be careful. Jump over here. There are 2 wolves right here as well. We see that we pissed off our one dude. Oh man, missed the death blow. Oh boy. Nope. So much nope. So you totally can stealth kill those guys. I made the mistake of getting the wolves first, which alerted them. So it's fine. We'll just rest and move on with our lives. And we are going to go fight yet another chained ogre. And this one could be a little bit more difficult than the last one. But we're going to use the same exact strategy as before. Put on some oil. I'll also use it because we have like 50 of them. Work our way around here. Kill this dude. Kill the purple ninja. And he is down there. Very angry, hear him? So we're going to jump down there in just a second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Alright, we are back. So, let's jump to this grapple point here. And then we can get a stealth blow on him. And if I can remember how to do it, it might be ledge hang. And then drop, lock on, and drop on him. So let's try that. Yep. And this fight can be a little harder just because of where we're... Oh my gosh. Oh boy, we're bad. Oh boy. Not a good start. Not a good start. This fight sucks because this area is so closed in here. So we can throw some more oil at him. Oh man, he got me with the grab again. Oh my god. So painful looking. So painful looking. Oh my gosh. Dead. It's just such a tight area, it makes it very hard to dodge his attacks. Especially the grabs, because you don't have a lot of room to run. Dude's just working me over, man. Holy crap. Try to stay locked on, if you can. Ouch. Almost dead. And we got him. Swear, all I want to play is Tenchu Z right now. Tenchu Z. Like, I'm gonna go pick it up this weekend if it's affordable. I don't know that I've ever played those games, Bio, to be honest with you. So we're gonna get a prayer bead as well as yet another recovery item increase here, which is nice. And we can take this off and take this off. And then we can open this here. Whoops. Don't want those guys to see us. Go back out this way. And out this way. There's going to be the eavesdrop here for the salt, I think. Yeah, if you didn't get it. And then there's going to be... we can take these guys down, actually. Let's just take these guys down. I like the gun guys. They just shield themselves if you're too close. They know that they're screwed, you know? So, work your way over here and get to this eavesdrop.
The tides will soon turn against this land.
Or do you remember me talking about it on Showboys? Mike just kicked in. Remember me talking about it on Showboys. Okay, I'm sorry. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me now. Did you remember me talking about making my Japanese account on Showboys for a specific game? I said that I am interested in Way of the Samurai. I just don't think I have the ability to play it on anything right now. I might be misremembering that. It might be on PC, maybe I can play it. But I made a Japanese account for a game in the Yakuza series. Yakuza Ishin and Yakuza Kenzan, I think is the name of the games. They were never released in the West, unfortunately, but they are spin-offs of Yakuza in feudal Japan. And I wanted to play it so bad. And I ended up making an account to get the game, but the game is totally in Japanese, voice and text. And I played a great deal of it, and it's, dude, it's so up my alley that I really, really wish they would release it in English. It's just so hard to play. Obviously, I don't speak Japanese, right? Or read it. So it's very difficult to play now. Jesus, bro. Get off of me. Stop it. It is enough of your crap. Carry and the kill. You can get it on Steam. That's why I remember you saying Yakuza. It's in Japanese. Is it in Japanese? The voices are in Japanese all the way of the Samurai games? But the text and everything is in English, probably, right? I'm okay with that. I can deal with that. You should really look up those Yakuza games, man, because like those things would be so hot in America. I think Ghost of Tsushima and Sekiro have proved that Americans do have a hunger for samurai games and ninja games. So they claim that they didn't think that the first one in the Yakuza series follows Musashi, who is a actual historical figure, which is hilarious because like I'm all about that, bro. Like I'm reading his book right now. I've read portions of the book that he actually wrote. Oh shoot, where am I going? Dude, are you really coming after me? Oh man, ouch. Okay, that's enough, please. That's enough of that. Thank you. So yeah, like Americans are all about Musashi, dude. The second game is another historical figure, I believe, but it's not Musashi. But dude, what I played of the second one, which came out in like 2014, 2015, it was awesome. It's literally a Yakuza game in feudal Japan. So you can picture that. That's exactly what it is. But I do want to check out the Way of the Samurai games for sure. So we can go the direction I was just heading for a boss, mini-boss. I think we're going to go fight the one upstairs first because it's basically the same fight, and I feel like the one upstairs gives you a little bit better of an opportunity to learn the fight. Correct text in English, I think only one you can get on Steam now is 4. 3 is a banger on the PS2. Yeah, I might check it out because, you know, I love my samurai games, but I'm getting a little... You know, I only have 2, Sekiro and Ghost of Tsushima. So Ghost of Tsushima is currently, although I'm not really playing it that much, it's currently my kind of chill off-stream game. Let's go back to Upper Tower Antechamber. And I thought about streaming Ghost of Tsushima before I started streaming this. The way I play Ghost of Tsushima is not very conducive for streaming. I mean, people would be probably pretty bored because I play it pretty, I don't want to say role play, but I play it pretty chill. And because I've played it so many times, I don't ever use the mini-map. I turn the expert HUD on and just explore. I like just like living in that world, man. It's just so cool. So probably not the best for a stream. I thought this would be more appropriate. But there's just something cool about killing your enemy, swiping right on the D-pad or on the touchpad to clean the blood off your sword, putting it away, and then bowing and then walking away. I do it every fight. That's how every fight goes. I kick their ass, clean my blood, and then bow at them at the end. So these guys down here that we skipped, they're going to be fighting one of the purple ninjas. I'm going to go back here real quick to see. I don't think anything comes back here. Some of these spots get new new items in them. And there is nothing here for us. No need to kill those guys. We already fought them before. Same with these dudes. We're just gonna drop on this guy and then bolt up the stairs. And we're gonna grab this. And we can rest. Now we have another boss fight in here. So this one can be rough, man. This one can definitely be rough. It's same kind of ninja guy that we've been fighting, same kind of move sets, but he has a couple new moves, and he also does poison damage if he hits you with specific attacks. So we're gonna put on our modeled, I think it's poison damage at least. Put on our modeled green gourd, just to have it in case we get some poison build up for him. And you can puppeteer. There's 2 guys in here, and it wants you to run in here and fight this dude and not see this guy right here. That way you have to fight both of them at the same time. I'm here to tell you that this fight's rough without even killing this dude. This fight's still rough. So you can sneak around the corner here. You can also puppeteer him, and he can fight for you. I don't typically do that. I feel like it's kind of a waste of time, but I'll show it off just to show how it works. So we're going to sneak around the corner, make sure that you have the puppeteer ninjutsu on. And we're going to hug this wall, come in here, get a backstab on him, and then puppeteer him. And then watch out for this dude, because he's going to come after you. So just kind of stay away from him, and then these two will start fighting. So you can see it does, you know, he's going to end up killing him way quicker. But you see that green mist there? Those are his poison attacks. If you get hit with that, you're going to get poison buildup. So be mindful of that as you're fighting this guy. And this guy frequently kills me, so see how it goes. I am definitely not on point with my parries and deflects on these guys today. He does have the sweep attack that you can jump and bop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Makiri. Same attacks, he just has some poison attacks that you need to be mindful of. And I think he might have a... Like, even if you're deflecting it, you see I have poison build up here, and he does have that stupid regaining his posture thing. So we are poisoned now, so I think that we can't take this off. Yeah, we can't. That's just for the build-up. Okay. He usually leaves his leg in the air there far too long, so we see that we are getting a great deal of damage from the poison as well. So I would recommend just staying away from those green attacks. They're not worth the damage that we're taking now. Okay, phase 1 down. And you want to stay somewhat as aggressive as you can. Stay on him at least. There's this poison attack. Run away. Oh my gosh, bro. Get away from me. Oh, I'm dead. Knew it. Knew I was going to get poised there. Just could not get away from him. So we see his posture's all the way back down, which really sucks. He keeps getting me with that. It's really starting to annoy. Run away from the poison attacks. And phase 2 is down. And we will get a prayer bead. Okay. Now, that is done. We are going to go fight the same exact enemy, pretty much. But a more difficult version of him. And seeing how well that one just went, this one should go really, really well, let me tell you. Okay. So, let's rest, get back our resurrective power there and our gourds, and then we are going to travel to Oldgrave. Is it Oldgrave? I think it's Oldgrave. Okay, turn around. Run past these dudes. Let this dude jump down. Kill him, and then we can run past him as well. Grab the sugar. You can put a sugar on here if you feel it necessary. And we need to be careful because there are wolves down here as well. And we want to take those wolves down first. There they are. Okay. I think we might be able to get a death blow on here, on this guy. Could be wrong, but there is also an eavesdrop.
I never would have believed a man of your ability could be slain. It appears as though a demon lurks within Ashina.
We see that the guy that Ishin killed earlier is laying there. So we're going to try and get a death blow on this guy. This guy is, I'm pretty sure, identical to the last fight we just did, but he does have a sugar buff that he can pull up, which makes him very hard. So, move in. Luckily, we can get the death blow, making it only a single phase fight. Same thing, run away from the poison. Stay aggressive on him and he won't even pull up his sugar. Got him, let's go. That one might actually be easier, to be honest with you, and I think it's because of the phase. So, that'll give us 4 prayer beads, so we can increase yet again. Let's get this idol here. Actually, let's get this item, and then get the idol. Then Castle Lookout, Kuro's Room, Great Serpent Shrine, which is what we just got. So we've unlocked all the idols that we can at the current moment. Oh, we do want to increase our attack power, or our physical attributes, rather, with our prayer necklace. You see that our health bar is getting nice and fat down there, which is nice. So we can run back up here and see if we can get this frickin' eavesdrop that I seem to be having issue with. I'll also just let these dudes duel it out here. Let them kill each other. Just an all-out brawl going here, huh? Looks like one of them's almost dead. Now we can move in and fight whoever's left. So this is like a general enemy. You don't get a prayer bead from him, unfortunately. Okay, now let's see if we can get this damn eavesdrop.
The tides will soon turn against this land. Never will the sloppy imperial ministry have become our enemy. If the old lord falls, he'll be defeated swiftly, no doubt. I'm wondering, if that happens, will we still get paid? There's no point in running away with an empty purse.
So we see the world is literally burning, and this dude just wants his pay. So, alright, let's make sure we got everything here. Pain Evoker. So we can get rid of all of that stuff. Cool. Okay. Now we can work our way back to... Actually, you know what? Let's just fast travel there. So, Ashina Castle, Upper Tower, Ashina Dojo. Now, our Vile Hand mini-boss is not going to respawn, but this guy right here is going to respawn. So you can literally just run past him and jump out the window, but you can also just sneak up behind him and kill him. And we can go up this direction to go to the boss.
It's you.
Talk to this guy.
The Divine Heir and Lady Emma. They're being targeted. Can I ask you to protect them? I will. To think I
Oh, bro. Oh boy. Okay. Let's reset. We don't want to fight these guys. I'm trying to figure out if we can get over to... I don't think that we can. Oh, shit. Wait for the kanji to almost disappear before that Mercury counter is the proper timing for it. All these guys have a very similar fight style, so... For now, we're going to run over here and see if we can talk to... we do need to get an eavesdrop here. It doesn't look like it's here yet. Yes, it is maybe here yet. Alright, let's grab this item here. Black Scroll, an old text describing a black mortal blade. In addition to the red mortal blade, there exists one that is black in color. The blade's name is Open Gate, and it is said to hold the power to open the gate to the underworld. It is through this power that it creates life. I beseech you, making offerings for the dragon's blood. So, we will see that later on, I assure you. And there's a specific place you need to stand to get this eavesdrop, I think. There we go. So get this eavesdrop. You absolutely, absolutely have to get it. For one of the endings, at least.
We'll make another here.
Emma,
Yes.
I imagine Genichiro will show up eventually to put it to use. The other mortal blade.
To protect Ashina, she'll abandon everything about doing this.
Yes. I expect no less from my own son. However, I cannot let him use Shiro's blood. He can only swing the blade but a few more times. And when that happens, the Tengu will be no more.
But there is the other one.
You mean Sekiro? He is a sullen sword, but I can't say I detest the lad. In truth, he fascinates me.
So make sure you have the check mark on the eavesdrop. And we can work our way up this way. Now, we're going to get up here. And this is very important for the endings of the game, which I will explain after the cutscene.
I heard stories of your death, yet here you are. What are you plotting, Owl?
Plotting? I would do no such thing. Now, my lord, I must ask that you accompany me. This old bird has but one desire. To protect the divine heir from those that might take his esteemed blood.
So, the dragon's heritage has seduced you too. Then there is nothing to discuss. Take your leave.
I would, my lord, but I'm so stunned by this view. I'd like to take it in just a while longer. I'll leave when I've had my fill.
So we see that Al, our father, faked his death at Harada earlier in the game, and he is now up here. Now, for the endings, this is very, very, very important, the dialogue option that you choose here. So let's move in and talk to him.
Father, to think you were still alive.
That was my design, but the same could be said for you. I was certain you died that night.
The power of the divine heir brought me back.
That's it.
What?
The divine heir's power, the dragon's blood, must be mine.
Father.
Now you see it. Remember the first rule of the code. As your father, I order you to forsake your master. From this moment, he is your master no more.
Forsake the divine heir.
Listen to me, Wolf. Obey your father's command, and forsake the divine heir.
Okay. These are very, very important here. The first option, obey the Iron Code and forsake Kuro, will give you the Shura ending of the game, which is the bad ending. It will literally end after the boss fight you get after it. Break the Iron Code is what we are going for. We are going to stay loyal to Kuro. If you do the Shura ending, you do get access to two exclusive bosses, but you're missing out on a very big chunk of the game if you do that. So be mindful of what you're choosing here. You do need all the endings for the Platinum Trophy. You can save before you come out here, upload your save to the cloud, and then pick the Shura ending, beat those bosses, and then reload your save from the cloud to continue on to the other three endings. But we are going to break the Iron Code and stay loyal to Kuro.
I cannot do as you ask.
You... what? A shinobi, showing the likes of compassion. Unthinkable. Gotcha.
This boss fight coming up is rough, man. This is going to be one of the most difficult fights in the game.
Why?
He has just he's got somewhat slow attacks. He has a lot of shuriken usage and shinobi tool uses, firecrackers he's pulling out, shurikens. He also has a anti-healing bomb that he can throw out that prevents you from healing for a set amount of time. So, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see how we go into this. I'm probably going to break this fight down more in the boss guide than I am today in today's playthrough. So look forward to that if you are struggling with this guy. He can be very, very, very difficult. And we are going to want to put on Ichimonji Double, so I highly recommend that you pick that up before the fight.
Seems you've grown, if just a little.
We'll see. This guy is tough, dude. So we want to make sure we have... You can put a Mortal Draw on as well. It does work rather well. I like using Ichimonji. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Make sure you lock on. There's his shurikens, 1, 2, and then he'll do the jumping attack. Use your shurikens to get in because he does jump back. There's his healing bomb I was talking about. You do not want to be in that cloud. Just stay aggressive on him. Don't let him separate himself from you too much. There's his healing bomb again. You can circle around and get your Ichimonji in as well. If he gets you with that, it's a stab attack that will do a great amount of damage. Right here, we want to dodge through as soon as he's about to pull off the firecracker attack. Oh, we're dead. Knew it. That set me up bad there. He broke my posture with the shuriken. If he breaks your posture, he's going to try and step on you like he did there. Just don't get hit with that. Dodge, and then Ichimonji. Trying to remember this fight as much as I can. Not doing so hot right now. Make sure you dodge. Like I said, you do not want to get hit with that. Dodge and Ichimonji. That'll be phase 1, and he's going to act like he's going to give up. If you're too close to him there, he will knock you down. This here sucks because he's got this now, so he will disappear into that cloud. Outside of that, the phase is a little different. He will disappear. You want to run away because he's going to come up and try to throw the bomb at you or attack you. He also has poison in this phase as well, so be mindful of that. Instead of the shuriken, sometimes he's going to throw out a pool of poison for you. This breaks your lock on, so make sure you lock back on so you know where he's at. Stay aggressive on him, and you know, you'll have an easier time, I think, at least. Start letting him control the pace of the fight, you're going to have a bad time. There's his poison I was talking about. Poison again. Definitely want to try and get in there for the deflect on that jumping attack. Don't let him go too long though, because when you heal, he's always going to try and throw a shuriken at you or something. Lock back on so we know. There's this heal bomb. Ooh, man, he almost got me with that. And that will be Al. First try, let's go, baby. Just stay aggressive on him. You really need to avoid those bombs at all costs. You can circle around and Ichimonji double him when he pops those out. You can also Ichimonji double him straight back as soon as he pulls it off, but it's really not worth the risk of not being able to heal for a set amount of time. So we're going to get the aromatic branch and a memory from him. Dried aromatic wood from the Everblossom, plucked by Wolf's father. The Everblossom is the Sakura tree, and as such is ripe with nostalgia. Takara would likely gaze upon this branch when once it bloomed, reminded of home. One of the incense ingredients sought by the divine heir for the immortal severance. Yeah, I did make it look easy. I didn't feel like I was there for a while, though. He did knock me down once, but... So, make sure you use his memory to enhance your attack power. And we will work our way downstairs. And let's see if we can get the eavesdrop right now. I don't know if we can or not. No, I think we need to talk to Kuro first. So let's talk to him.
Wolf.
I am relieved to see that you are safe.
And Al?
I killed him.
I am sorry.
Lord Kuro.
I am sorry.
I did what had to be done.
Wolf, thank you.
My father, this was in his possession.
This branch. It's from the Everblossom tree? I see. So Al had it.
Everblossom.
Lady Emma spoke of it once. The Everblossom is a Sakura tree that was brought over from the Divine Realm by Lord Takeru. It once bloomed behind this castle. However, when a branch was cut off and the flowers taken, the Everblossom eventually dried and withered away.
So this is that branch?
Yes, I believe so.
We are a step closer to the Fountainhead incense.
Yes. Yes, that's right, Wolf.
My lord, I've procured the flower for the Fountainhead aroma.
Talk to him again.
Yes.
So you've...
And once more.
Wolf, once we now.
As you...
And then hit the burn incense here.
My lord.
Wolf, the mortal blade. Fear not. I will only make a shallow cut. Would you draw the mortal blade from its sheath?
Yes, my...
Actually, hang on. Let's talk... Oh, you know what? Emma's not here. That's right. Let's rest real quick. I think we might have to talk to her first. I don't want to screw anything up to get this ending here. I'm trying to remember it from memory. Talk to Emma.
Have you thought that however it is from
Nothing.
Goodbye. I'm glad you've come. Goodbye.
Okay. Alright, grab the mortal blade and make a cut on Kuro here.
Wolf, once
Oops.
As you would.
I'm sorry. Burn the incense and then make the cut on Kuro.
Fear not. Would you
Yes.
for close? It's over now, Wolf.
Was the wound?
I'm fine. I just made a small cut on my chest. So this is the Fountainhead incense. It's so extraordinarily nostalgic.
I see.
Well, do you notice anything different?
The aroma and Fountainhead Palace. Those words have been burned into my mind.
Fountainhead Palace. It's but
Was that
I'm
as you...
So we hear of a mysterious little place that we'll be going to
Wolf,
here.
Yeah.
You must unite.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Okay,
Goodbye.
let's go. Let's rest. And let's go to... Old Grave. Trying to remember how to do this precisely. I might be messing it up. We'll see. Very intricate way that you have to get this secret ending. And of course she's not here. Why would she be? Maybe you have to go to dilapidated temple first. We see Emma is in there with the sculptor, so this is where we need to go. We're going to come back behind here, squat, get to this crack, and get an eavesdrop.
Yes, that should be enough. Thank you, orangutan.
Emma, what are you going to do with the coughed-up blood of an old bastard?
I'm going to research the dragon rot. I want to find the cure for it, orangutan. I'm doing this for your sake, too.
You are you? Don't need your meddling. I'll get over it on my own.
Now then, let me take a look. Dragon rot infected blood. How exactly?
I'm glad I still did come. This is the let me. There must master it your master it your goodbye.
We're almost there. You do what? Please. When did you lose Lord?
So I was totally muted through all of this. We want to eavesdrop on her or him 3 times, resting in between each time, making sure that we're getting the check mark. We also want to eavesdrop on Emma back at the temple. I'm not sure when I was muted, so rest. Come back here and we see that we do not have any eavesdrop. So let's talk to Kuro. We will get another sweet rice ball. Then we can go talk to Emma up here.
That is what you must
Do not go through this dialogue because you need to pick a
Perhaps
specific
the act of
item
was
here.
If you walk, then
You don't
must
want to
live.
accidentally
Yes.
tap it.
Lord Kuro desires, and yet, might there be a path where Lord Kuro...
The dragon's heritage is no ordinary power. There could be such a path.
Well then, Master Wolf, I ask that you help me find such a path. A path where Lord Kuro need not die.
We will agree. Kuro cannot be allowed to die. Very important you select this.
I will not let my lord die.
Thank you.
We must find a starting point.
Yes. Oh. Yes. Oh,
Keep-
yeah.
So once you get that, talk to her
Thank
until
you.
she exhausts her dialogue options, and then we will rest. See if we get another eavesdrop here. I can't remember if there's 3 or 4. Looks like there's only 3.
Master Wolf, I found here.
Come up here and get Tomoe's note. A note written in Tomoe's soft handwriting. Lord Takara's cough is worsening still. Returning to the divine realm is hopeless, and I wish only to sever the dragon's heritage and restore his humanity. Restoration requires the ever-blossom and mortal blade, and yet I cannot acquire the latter. It was hidden by the high priest of Senpo Temple, who has no desire to sever the immortal ties.
Yeah, there the how I'm
If the is it
but I
So, exhaust
But how
her dialogue options.
goodbye. The purified
But how would
goodbye.
And then we will go down here and rest. Or not rest, we will travel to Old Grave. And now, Emma will be over here. We will come and talk to her. Go through her dialogue.
Back then, Lord Pearl.
Just make sure you
Back then, Lord Pearl.
have exhausted it, which you have. And then we will travel back to the dilapidated temple. Oh my goodness, wrong button. Back to the dilapidated temple we go. So basically the gist of it here is you need to get the 2 items that we got that I said that you can pick up and move towards the end of the game earlier. You need to exhaust all of Kuro and Emma's dialogue options. And then you need to do the 3 eavesdrops there. The one with Ishin in the little hut that we did originally. The one over here originally. And then you go back and you do 3 eavesdrops on Kuro from that corner, resting in between each of them. Then, as soon as Emma works her way upstairs, go upstairs there and talk to her. Make sure you select the option to keep Kuro alive. It's very, very important. And you also need to make sure that you break the iron code and fight Al. So you serve Kuro in that. Make sure you go rest, go back up to the top of the stairs, and talk to Emma again to get Tomoe's note. Come back and rest once again and travel to the dilapidated temple. And we are here right now where we will eavesdrop once again on Emma and the sculptor.
That ship will with you.
I can't honestly say. To achieve their goal of immortal severance, either he or Lord Kura must die. The only way.
So will you teach that from me?
But orangutan, if I give this to him, he's going to die.
So we hear that either we or Kuro must die, so they are plotting against us. So we're going to come in here and say, what the hell?
What are you doing?
Oh, I didn't realize you were here. The sculptor has
You're
been
got,
coughing
bitch.
blood. I took a sample of this blood for my dragonrod research.
A sample of his blood.
Yes, blood that he's coughed up. The color of the blood itself appears to be tainted, stagnant, but the sculptor's blood alone isn't enough to reach any conclusions.
Is there anything I can do?
Yes. Bring me samples of blood coughed up by others that suffer from the dragon rot. If I have more, I'll be able to learn more about the disease.
If I come across anyone afflicted by the dragon rot, I'll ask them.
Thank.
And we are going to ask about what you
One of
overheard.
us must... What did that mean? Tell me.
That day, Lady told me.
Why?
She said, those made immortal.
So
Go through the dialogue here.
Correct. I don't or, but all.
And we need to ask her what she is hiding.
What are you...
You.
Tell me, dude.
And we will get the father's bell charm, a bell charm previously owned by the owl. The owl held this bell for a long time. Offering it at the dilapidated temple may result in seeing a different memory than before. There's no way of knowing why this protective bell exists. Perhaps the owl kept it for himself, or perhaps he meant to give it to someone.
Is this a bet?
You should.
So, we want that item. We will offer that to this Buddha over here to get another memory of Harada. But first, we're going to go back. Make sure that we have exhausted all of Kuro's dialogue.
Wolf, I need you to bring dragon tears from the divine realm.
Yes.
You must. You now. I believe.
As you...
Wolf,
Yeah.
you must first. No. Oh, are you? Could you?
Yes. What?
It is cold, much like an ice house, which is why. See? My tears. They freeze as they flow down my face. These frozen tears. Take them.
And we will get the frozen tears. Tears that were shed by the divine child of rejuvenation. Once she became the cradle, they are but frozen drops. By having Kuro drink both the dragon's tears and frozen tears, the cradling ritual can be performed. Cold dragon tears are just that.
Frozen.
Yeah, I did if.
So, now that we have that, we will travel one more time back to Kuro, just to make sure that we have all the dialogue, and then we will head back to the wedding cave door.
Wolf.
Okay, we are good. So, now we will travel to Ashina Depths, Wedding Cave Door, which is where we fought the corrupted monk. We will go into here. And remember I said we would be back here during the playthrough to get to a new area. That is what we are going to do right here. So we're going to come in here and pray. We'll get this giant rope hand picking us up. This is the secret area of the game that you will miss if you do the Shura ending. I will be doing boss guides for the Shura ending bosses, so keep that in mind. We will still learn how to beat those guys. And here we are. So we will work our way down this little rope arm here. And across here to this shrine. Idol. I keep calling them shrines. And then we do have some skill points, so we can see what we can buy here. I think I'm going to go with this one. And that will do it for today. Ahead of us right here is a stunningly beautiful and punishingly difficult boss fight right at the entrance of Fountainhead Palace here. We will save that for the next episode. We are now starting to work our way towards the end of the game. We do have this entire area to go through as well as a new memory for Harada to go through, but we are set up perfectly for the true ending of the game, which is what we are going for on stream here. Look forward to the boss fights of... let's see who we have to do so far. Let's go to Reflections of Strength. So I still need to do Guardian Ape, Headless Ape, Corrupted Monk, and Great Shinobi Owl. So we will be doing those. Some of these will be coming out probably on Sunday. So keep posted, Showboys Gaming, if you're struggling with these bosses. Again, I'm going to re-explain, before we get off here, I'm going to re-explain how we just did everything. So, I did a good job explaining the Divine Child stuff at the beginning, so go back and watch that if you're struggling. However, I did not do a very good job explaining all the eavesdropping that we had to do here. So we need to get both of those endgame items, the flower and the stone. Once we do that, we need to work our way back through the castle, defeating the mini bosses. If you want to increase your attack, I highly recommend you do it because we have some tough battles coming up here. Once we get to the top, we want to go out and eavesdrop on Ishin in his little hut that he's always in. Emma will be over there, so we want to grab the item that's in the chest nearby and then eavesdrop. And then once we're done with that, we can work up to the top where we fought Genichiro. and we want to choose to break the Iron Code and stay loyal to Kuro. And that will force us into a boss fight with Al. We defeat Al, and then we move down into the steps, and we're going to exhaust all our dialogue options with Kuro and Emma. And then after we do that, we are going to go back to the dilapidated temple and eavesdrop on Emma and the sculptor. Then come back to Kuro's room and eavesdrop on him 3 times, resting in between each time. Then eventually, as long as your dialogue options are exhausted with Emma, she will move upstairs after resting. So we need to go up to the top steps, talk to her, make sure we select to keep Kuro alive. Very important you select that as well. Rest and talk to her until you get the Tomoe's note. And then you can go back to the dilapidated temple and eavesdrop on Emma and the sculptor once again. And then move into the temple and confront Emma, ask her what you heard, and ask her what she is hiding. She will give you the Father's Bell charm. Then you can move back to the Child of Rejuvenation to get those frozen tears. All you have to do is talk to her again. And then you can go back and do the incense burner and come back to the wedding cave door, get into the little hut and pray, and you will be right here in the beautiful Fountainhead Palace. And this area is the endgame area, one of them for the game, and it is very, very difficult. So we will save it for the next stream. I appreciate everyone hanging out. I hope this walkthrough is helping. Look forward to Sunday with some more of the boss guides coming out. If you're struggling with the ape or the corrupted monk, we will be knocking those out on Sunday. And then we will be coming next week. We'll be coming back to finish out the rest of the walkthrough. So thanks for hanging out. Check us out on Showboys Podcast, which is our other YouTube channel. Subscribe to us here on Showboys Gaming. Check out our boss guides, and then head over to the Discord. The link is somewhere around here, and that's a great way to keep in touch with us. We got a really good community being built over there. We just did a tier ranking for the Star Wars movies last night, which I think we did a freaking great job with. So go check that out. And I think Thursday coming up here, we are doing a spoiler cast on Uncharted 4 finally, which we've been putting off for quite some time. We've always been hyping up Naughty Dog games on the show, and Nick and Mike have not played Uncharted 4 yet, but that is not the case anymore, as they have both finished it, I believe, now. So we'll be breaking that down. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you guys on the next stream.